What's going on, guys? It's Marcel Benson, investor and entrepreneur, and welcome to another lunch menu. You know what time it is. It's the Sunday watch list of stocks that we're going to eat off this week. Now, I got a great video for you guys ahead, but before we jump into it, I need you to let's get this to about 50, 60 likes, subscribe, and share with somebody that you think needs this information, okay? Today, I have 3 stocks that I want to show you guys for the week. First is Palantir, one of my favorites, and it's VSAT, and then we got Meta, right? These 3 stocks have a pretty high probability setup on them, and I want you guys to see what I'm looking at taking this week, all right? So we're going to jump into the charts in just a second. But before we do that, I want you guys to make sure that you subscribe. I know I'm saying this again, but I'm on a mission to get to 1,000 subscribers. When I get to these 1,000 subscribers, we have another series that we're going to unlock that I think you guys are really going to like. All right, so let's do that. Now, let's jump into these charts, all right? All right, so I got Palantir pulled up right here for you guys. And I'm looking at it on a daily chart. So there's a few things that I want to bring your attention to. All right, as you can see right here, we took off, got to about 125.64, around 126 was the high. And then it pulled all the way back to a low of about 86.24 from that swing high. So the swing low was right about 75.33 really. Right? So this is a key support zone. And it looks like it's found its support right around here, right? That low looks like it's the the reversal point, because we have a small uptrend starting right here. So what I'm seeing is a higher high and a higher low, and I think this baby is ready to go back to the top. We also are approaching oversold levels, which shows that there's quite a bit of room to go to the upside on Palantir. Also, last week, you guys know, we got a lot of great news in terms of inflation, right? We got a lot of analysts who switched their perspective on where they think the market is going. You know, it's so funny how sometimes, you can see everybody is saying that something's going to, go in one direction, and then that quickly changes, right? So we have some top analysts who've switched their positions on us heading into recession, and now they want to actually, increase their price targets on particular stocks, and Palantir is one of those. So Palantir has a lot of great momentum going into the week. It closed really strong on Friday, and with, like I said, the inflation data coming in lower than expected, it looks like we may begin to rally pretty hard. So when Palantir was in this zone last time, it gapped up, and I say it went all the way to 126. So it has the potential to now, after this swing low, to not only go and recover that, but to go higher. So this is a stock that you may want to start looking at ways to enter in for the long term while it's so deeply discounted. And on the way up, right, we'll have a lot of strong days like we did on Friday. Like Friday was 8.3% for, just one day, right? That's the thing that I love so much about Palantir, is that it moves quite a bit on days when it has highs or lows. So whichever direction you play it in, you can make a shit ton of money. All right. So the next one we're going to look at is VSAT. I've brought up VSAT to you guys quite a bit, right? Like VSAT it's a silent killer, right? A lot of people don't talk about this, but this stock is going to go extremely far once it breaks out of this range, right? So in the range that I'm talking about is really like above like $12, and we're not even there yet. Currently sitting at about $9.85, right? But there's this gap to fill up to about $11.14. So just to give you some perspective, 47 cent is a 5% move on VSAT. So that just shows you like how this stock moves. Now, a feeling of this gap would be, like I said, about $11.14. So it's, a little less than a $2 move, but would do so well if options, we're taking on this on a weekly. So hold on, my phone keeps ringing. Probably should have put it on the start, but so if you look at this resistance level that's right here, where the gap needs to be filled, is tapped it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, right? And rejected off of it. But it kept trying, it kept trying, it kept trying. And if you see this very last time that it tried on Friday, it actually closed very bullish, right? It wasn't a rejection and you didn't get a wick like you did in these previous 6. You actually got like a strong close. So what that tells me is that next week, like I said, also keeping in mind that we had the lower than expected inflation data, this could be trying to break and fill that gap and possibly even go beyond the range of $11 that has been trapped in. Okay, so VSAT is something that looks really good. It's on my radar. And if you're in the group, I'll keep you guys posted on the specific levels for entry. And last but not least is Meta Lena. Okay, Meta has a beautiful bullish Harami pattern, right? If you don't know what a bullish Harami pattern is, look it up, get familiar with it. It's an extremely high probability bullish setup, and that's exactly what we have right here, right? So you have a bearish candle, and then you have a green candle that is sitting in the middle of that candle, right? Almost as if that candle is like spitting it out of the stomach or spitting it out, or it's coming out of it, right? Some people refer to it as impregnation, right? Like this candle being pregnant and it coming out with a smaller candle, right? And now this candle is going to explode and grow up and, do amazing things to the other direction. But it's a super bullish candle. Very high, probability reversal setup when it's at the bottom of a move like this. So Meta has so much potential. Meta is always outperforming the market. It's definitely an outlier stock. The amount of cash that this company has in, reserves is ridiculous. The revenue stream is ridiculous. The profit margin is ridiculous. You can't go wrong with betting on Meta, and I believe that it's very discounted right now. Meta's high was 740. Meta's sitting at 600 right now. Now, if we don't crash into, recessionary, metrics on the chart, like if we don't go, further than this key support that we've been resting at, then it's time to go up, and it has a huge recovery. But even at this price point, if it goes down, it's not a bad starting point for averaging down. Like, let's just measure this out real quick. I'm going to take the ruler right here, and I'm going to measure from the high to the swing low. So Meta has pulled back 22%. 22% discount on Meta is great, right? A 22% discount means you can make 22% on equities just by it recovering to where it was its original high, right? Now, if you get options, we all know that those contracts move a lot faster. You're talking about 100+% on a retracement back to the highs, not even taking into consideration what it may do if it goes beyond that, right? So there's so many different ways to play it. We can play, level to level on the way up, but I also like leaps for Meta. All right, so those are my 3 stocks that I'm watching for the week. Man, tap in. If you're not in the Prosperity Collective, you may want to get there, right? The price, I think, it might have already gotten raised. I know we said the 15th. Click on the link below to see if it's still, at the regular price, but we've kept it as low as we can for as long as possible, but demand is high, so we had to double the price to match that demand. So again, it's one of the best places that you can tap into for a strong community, a place that's going to support you in your growth to trading, a place that's going to be able to answer the questions that you have, unlike some of these other groups that may have 20, 30,000 people in it. Okay. So this is a great opportunity for you who are on the come up, new traders, traders with a little bit of experience, or traders with experience that are just not profitable yet. We're known for getting people to profitability. So if you want to be a part of that, click the link in the description. Would love to have you. It's always love over here. I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.